What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? What's that? That's it, you got it.
All right, the sun is going down. I wanted to show you guys this on video. I think the candy captures the light pretty well. But yeah, the sun's pretty well gone. But we were successful. I got some bird crap, some bugs. And I laughed because I told Fun, I was like, oh yeah, you just do this and that and the bugs won't stick to it. And the bugs kind of stuck to it. They partied. I got some bugs wings and stuff in here that we'll have to knock out of here if we choose to. But I will say, all in all, I think it looks pretty slick. I'll show you close up. You can kind of see the shadowing, you know, a bit. Probably some of the bugs that are still stuck to it because I haven't cleaned them off. But that is the look. The first half of this, we're gonna do the roof and the deck lid. This thing's gonna look phenomenal. Let me go inside, we'll set up, and we'll continue this. But if you're wondering what the boom looks like without all the tape and back tape and everything on it, there it is. But yeah, let's get into it real quick. I want to thank everybody, and let's get inside before I start flapping my jaws. All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to a quick episode of What's Happening. So this is the year-end recap. I didn't really think I was gonna make a video. I'm not really prepared for it. I'm just kind of cleaning up for the day and getting ready for the new year. But I was like, oh, I saw some other guys do recaps and they put footage and things in, and I didn't really have that. And I was like, you know what? It's 2020. You know, we didn't really accomplish that much stuff. So I started jotting some stuff down. I got like a little list of stuff going, and I was like, you know what? I'd like to share that because I think you guys have been a part of this. For those of you especially that watch these videos, I know that you guys have been there the whole time. So I want to just go over a few different things, kind of let you know what we got done on the channel. And then I thought it would be fun to kind of set some stuff in stone right now for 2021 goals and such. I started to kind of do that last year. We kind of got wrecked from the big COVID ordeal. But I was on track to kind of make it. It would have been, I don't know, it would have been rough getting the Twinnebago to LS Fest, but I think I would have pulled it off, just not as spectacular as I was going to in my brain. Anyways, I get a second shot at that, and we are going to pull it off in fashion next year because I've got plenty of time. Anyway, let's get started. I'll run through this as fast as I can. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching, first and foremost. Everybody that's new, thank you guys, and everybody that's old, thank you for sticking with me and being around. Hopefully we can make this channel a little more fun in 2021. Maybe that'll be the theme, huh? A little more fun in 2021. I should make stickers. Anyways, so in 2020, first thing I wrote down is beginning of this year, they actually had zip tie drags, which seems like forever ago, but that was still 2020. I made my first 10-second pass in the Malibu. It went at 10:30 and 1:32. I have the slip to prove it. When we first showed up, the car was running like 12s, and I was like, oh. And then Reed was just sending it. His car was hauling balls, and I was like, there's no way I'm able to keep up with that guy. And lo and behold, he still did go faster than me that day, but we got down into the 10s, and then we started chipping away at the 10s. It was pretty exciting. So pretty excited. That's as fast as I've gone to date, and it's been in the Malibu. And all the hard work that I put in, you know, paid off beginning of the year. And then the trouble started and everything else. But we did good beginning of the year with the 10:30 pass. I built my first transmission. So the transmission in the Malibu, if you guys followed along, I have videos on here. I had no idea what I was doing. I called BTE, reached out to them. The guys over there were nice enough to send me the parts I needed. I bought a book, stumbled my way through it. The damn thing worked. I did have an issue, pulled it out, corrected it, and here we are. So it's still the same transmission that I put together with parts from BTE, help from a book, and then some Struggle Street. And we got it done. The thing works, and I feel a lot more confident, at least with a power glider. Actually, transmissions in general, they're not as scary. Granted, some of the later model stuff, I have no idea what I'm doing, so please don't ask me crazy questions. But I can stumble my way through a power glider. I feel pretty good about it. We got one I'll be putting together next year for a buddy of mine. That'll be like top-notch stuff, so that one will be pretty fun. I'm going to be pretty jealous, I'm not going to lie, because he's getting all the good stuff. Anyways, I built my first transmission. I dynoed my car. So a lot of you guys know they go to KP Fab and Tune. He is very, very cool. You know, I'd driven the car before, like on the dyno, and he would tune, but pretty much middle of the year, I kind of took the reins with my own vehicle, and I was like, well, if I blow it up, I blow it up. It's kind of my deal. So I've been in the driver's seat and I've been behind the keyboard through most of the year, especially toward the end of the year on my car. So that was a big accomplishment. And a lot of guys aren't fortunate enough like me to have friends that are as awesome as KP that not only let me come to a shop, help me when I actually have questions. I try not to drive the guy crazy, kind of like Happel. I try not to drive you crazy either, dude. But yeah, so I dynoed my own car on my buddy's dyno. It'd be pretty cool if I dynoed my own car on my own dyno, but baby steps, right? I painted my car. Never really thought I was going to paint the Malibu, but the way circumstance worked out, I had time, and I still have time. And we got paint on it. You guys saw the flames. I've always wanted a car with flames that went over the whole car, so we're not going to stop here. We're going to put it all the way down the whole car and just make it ridiculous over the top, and I'd be like a kid in a candy store. It's a real-life Hot Wheel, and it really is a reflection of me. I mean, that's my style, that car. It is my car at this point. So the Beater Ugly car was fun to go fast in. I didn't care about it that much. I'm not really too worried about the paint job on here, aside from it's just what I wanted. So we did it. Obviously, I'll put the blankets and stuff down and put the hood on it, so I will be considerate of it. But at the end of the day, I know the risk that I'm taking racing the thing, so you can't get too attached to anything, right? I LS swapped to Winnebago. So the Winnebago, the real goal for this year was to go to LS Fest West. They canceled that. I pouted, and then I decided I was going to go gangbusters and go to East. And then like 2 weeks before my wife had the time off, my buddy took some time off. I was ready to go, but I sat down and crunched numbers because it was a stretch. I mean, to drive that thing there, back, entry fee, everything. And I just decided that it wasn't as much taking the burden on for the amount of money that it would cost me. It was not being able to enjoy it with the fans and the people there, Holly, the guys from Holly, everybody that supported me. It was a standoff, masked up, weird time, and I was like, that wasn't the way I envisioned it going down. I want people to come inside and look at it. I wanted people to take a ride in it. I wanted people to interact and not stand 6 feet away or 10 feet away and not, congregate and whatever. So I just felt like it was a waste of my essentially my money and my time for me to try that hard at this point in time. So I called it. A lot of the sponsors, everybody understood. We're still not out of the woods. We're going to get that thing, up and rolling and in action. But the whole point is, and for anybody that's on board that helped me with that thing, is to gain exposure with it. And you don't get a lot of exposure when everybody's hiding and can't, And we get pictures and stuff, I get it. But I want to break it out, and I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it with you guys. And I want people to see it and touch it and look at it and stand around it and BS and be kind of normal. So that was the goal for this year. It kind of got kiboshed, but I still LS swapped it, twin turboed it. I did everything. It runs and drives. It's not 100% done yet, so we kind of went on the back burner when I switched to my car, but that was still an accomplishment that I got done this year, so I thought that was pretty cool. I did a burnout in a Winnebago. Never done a burnout, never even really, I drove one rental motorhome like one time, and that thing for sure wouldn't do a burnout. I had no idea if the Winnebago would do it, and now that I know that it will do it, I know what we can do moving forward, because we were letting it have it, but I think she's got a little left in her. I didn't really want to kill stuff at that point. So we grew the channel. I have a lot of new followers. I have a lot of old followers. Like I said, thank you guys for following along. I feel like the community's getting a little bit better. I think I really need to kind of work on that aspect of it somehow. I try to answer questions, but I don't know. I'm going to figure this YouTube thing out a bit better in the future and work on it and kind of try to get you guys to interact with each other and make it a space or a spot where we can kind of come and hang out, because that's one of the major things I love about the sloppy mechanics community. And I just assume everybody kind of hang out there, but I know it's not for everybody. So we'll see. I'll do the best I can, and we'll just keep growing this thing. And I appreciate all the support and the stickers I see on stuff. I mean, it's getting pretty cool, the amount of people and places that the Uncle Gus stickers popping up, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys. What else did I do? I made new friends, lots of new friends, new channel. I have some buddies who I went race with. Joe, Turbo Joe's one of the new ones. Obviously Reed was around, and then Jeff, I met him through Reed. I met him like at Zip Tie, but we didn't start hanging out till this year at some point. So lots of new car friends, lots of new people on the channel that are really paying attention, that leave comments and kind of, encourage me when I need it, and then kind of, for the most part, everybody's cool. I don't even really get that much constructive criticism, which I don't mind, by the way. You're not going to really hurt my feelings. But, yeah, so I enjoy that. I lost some good friends. I lost a really good friend of mine this year. It was not due to COVID. It was due to a car accident. But it brings a lot of perspective and lets me know that I need to get my shit together and go do some fun stuff and not work so damn hard. So we're getting there. That's what 2021 is for. So anyway, I also lost my dog, Bentley. But 2021, whew. Anyways, 2021 is going to be good. So sorry guys. I want to get on to the things that I'm looking forward to instead of looking back. And I think a lot of people, you live life in the moment. Life happens right now, today. It happened yesterday, and you can't dwell on that. You got to learn from it. But it's also not happening tomorrow. It is in a sense, but if you're just always waiting on tomorrow, you're just chasing that carrot. So you got to appreciate life today, right now, every single day. Look forward to tomorrow and learn from what you did in the past, but don't dwell on either one of those things too long because you're going to miss the stuff that's in front of you. I know it sounds philosophical or like whatever, but it really is the truth, and that's how I try to live every single day. So just word of advice for anybody that need to hear that. So these are some of the things I'm looking forward to in 2021. Building a motor. I have a 6.2. I bought a bunch of fancy parts to put in it, and I know that's against like the sloppy mechanics code and the budget stuff, but I feel at a certain point, I feel like I've learned how to tune and kind of work on an engine enough to where I can have a little bit nicer stuff and hopefully not blow it to pieces. I mean, maybe I will, but having the stock bottom end stuff and actually punching keys in the keyboard, pushing things and seeing how it kind of works and feels, I feel more confident. And then a lot of the parts I bought will go into the next motor. So even if it comes, the 6.2 comes apart, it's stock rods, I'll have to get new pistons, but I can just transfer a lot of the pieces to the next one. So I'm not scared, not worried about it. But it'll be the first one. I'm going to do the whole bottom end and everything. So I've done the cams and heads and all that, but I haven't really broken the bottom end apart on any of these. Happel says it's letting the magic out, and I agree with him, especially because I have no idea what I'm doing. But this thing came without the crank and everything in it. So I didn't let the magic out. Somebody else did. We had the machine shop go through it, and it's a bare block. And I'm going to put cam bearings, I mean, from the start, A to Z. I'll show you guys, we'll bring you along. And then if the thing comes apart, we know who to blame, right? This guy. I need to get a license. So the goal is to build a motor, make the car fast enough that I'll need a license so I can get a license. It's kind of a catch-22. Your car has to be fast enough to basically break the rules, so you need a license, because when it's license day, you have to be able to go that fast. So we got to make the car quick enough that I'll need a license so I can get a license. And I'd really like to license in my own car, especially one that I built from scratch. That will be a big feather in my cap, and I will feel good about all the efforts I put in and everything. So that will be exciting. And then Rocky Mountain Race Week 2021 is my goal. And I'm really, really hoping, because I think they sell out really fast. I don't know if it's as bad as Drag Week, but as soon as they announce it, I'm getting a ticket. I really want to go. So I got to have a license because I'm hoping the car goes fast enough to need one. And then I want to take it on Rocky Mountain Race Week. Those are my big, big goals. Other than that, we need to do an even bigger burnout with the Twin Tobago. We need to do it legit. We need to finish that damn thing, put it on film, and make a video. That was what the whole thing was for. It was to put on a show, get some attention for the channel. And I didn't really miss the opportunity, I don't think, because I still have the Winnebago. But this year, it just didn't have it. I just wanted to do the video and then take it to LS Fest was the plan. So there'd be some hype around it. So maybe we'll try that this year. We'll see how we go, but I got to finish the thing first. So I'm doing an even bigger burnout. Want to finish the paint and everything on the Twin Tobago, get that all up to par and ready to rock and roll. And then other than that, I want to spend more time racing, and I want to try to spend more time with my family and friends. So that is it. Thank you guys. As far as 2021 went, or 2020, I should say, went, you know, looking at it, it wasn't a great year, but I got a lot done for somebody that was stuck at their house in quarantine in California, and, you know, with all the rules and all the stuff. I mean, it really, I've heard a lot of people say it, that it makes you appreciate what you have, but in all honesty, I had a lot of time to take a look at my situation, where I'm at, and I feel like I'm doing it right. And I feel like I got a lot accomplished for, you know, being such a little guy in a small space with a small channel and a few followers and, you know, a wife and family that back me. I don't think I could ask for more this year. So we'll get on in 2021. Hopefully they free the reins up a little bit and we let it run, and we can kind of come together. I'm hoping towards like spring, summer that we can have people in the stands, and I hope my car's kind of fast, so at least if there's people in the stands, it doesn't look like a pretty car that's slow. And I'm hoping to meet a bunch of you, and I'd like to do some events. Like I said, Rocky Mountain Race Week is the one for me next year. Everything besides that is gravy. LS Fest West as well, even though it's early in the year, so we'll see if they go. But that is it. That is my plan. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I hope to bring you lots more fun. We're going to have a flashy car. We're going to drive to Winnebago and troll people on the freeway. I mean, whatever I can do for fun, I want to start bringing you guys along and doing some of that, because I feel like this year is about putting in the work, and next year is about enjoying the fruits of the labor. So that's it. Till next time, I'll see you guys next year. I'm out.